Kyle here, and we're going to go on a bit of a tangent to install a decent text editor, as it's actually very important to make sure you're using good software while you're coding with any language, because you don't want to be unorganized. That's one of my biggest mistakes personally, so we're going to make sure that you don't do that. I'm going to start off, I've already opened up 3 of the main editors that I use in preference. I found they work out well. The first one is E Text Editor. That's all it's called. Nice name, right? It's not free, however, though, so that's a downfall if you're somebody who doesn't want to spend a couple bucks. And I'm not sure of the exact price, but I just know there's a free trial for 30 days. So if you wanted to get it, you could go for the 30-day trial perhaps. Right here, I've already ran through mine, so I'm not going to bother using it for the series. So be gone, close. Anyway, the next one is context. I find that funny, context. It's out of context. No. But you see there's a portable version also and a desktop version. You can download the 1.57 megabyte right here. I believe it's compatible with Mac also. Don't quote me on that though. And once you get that, this one's free. It has some cool features. However, I found there's a couple difficulties that I will be skipping over because I'm using a better editor. And I like to call this one Notepad++. It's a very popular one. And if you go to the website, notepad++.org, you can click the download link here and install it just like that. Simple to do. Alright, so I'm assuming you've just made the final decision out of which text editor to use. I strongly suggest using Notepad++, as you can follow along with the series better, because I'm using that. So anyway, if you've installed Notepad++, hint hint, get it. And I would suggest you go open that on my desktop too. But in here, I already have some configuration. You can style things how you would like, so that's a large benefit. Some of these text editors have it too, like Text Editor. You can change quite a lot of configuration settings. But for this one, we're going to set you up. You probably won't have the same interface when you open this. So you're going to click Settings, Style Configurator. And in here, there's a variety of styles you can select. I have just the basics. You see here I'm using Cordia New. I'll probably change that because this font may not be the best for working with code. However, let's see some of the differences, for example. Do you want to be coding in this? No, you don't. That's not a good programming language. You don't want that. You're not going to use Comic Sans, whatever it's called. Just got to find something standard. I will most likely stick with this just for now because I don't want to let OCD knock me out here with this. Alright, that looks nice. And when it comes to color, I would suggest use a light background because it's proven that you will retain memory better with a light background if you're reading dark text rather than the opposite with light text on a dark background. And also, if you're following along with the series, it's nice to have the same looking page, so you can get on the same page here. So yeah, I don't want to explain too much of this stuff now. It's really boring, mundane, and obvious, but I'm hoping now we can head on to the real stuff after just a bit more preparation. You should have a text editor now. Go read up, configure it to how you'd like.